G'day mates, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm doing my updated solo drop spot guide for Chapter 2 Season 4. I know with the nerf to chest spawns, solos have become a lot more difficult because you're getting less chests and less loot and everyone's complaining about how it's luck based. But it's not the case. With my 5 drop spots, I guarantee you're going to walk away so much more often and so much healthier than everyone else that now because they have no loot, you're going to be able to dominate all of them. So make sure you watch every single drop spot because they're all phenomenal and different ones will suit different playstyles, so make sure you get the full flavor of what you want. If you enjoy the video, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below, are there any drop spots that are amazing you think I've missed? And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. First drop spot of the day is Authority. And now a lot of people have looked away from Authority now that it doesn't have the grapple gun, it has no mythic, and it has no vault. But in my opinion, it's actually my favorite drop of the season for 2 reasons. Firstly, because there's so much loot that's on the top level or around the floors that you can see from the sky, it's really lowering that RNG of dropping on a chest and not being there. But also, it has some of the most dense chest locations close to each other to again eliminate that RNG and that luck that you're having with chests not spawning. So the strategy you want to implement here is, depending on which side you're coming from, I either fly around the top a little bit, suss out what loot's on the top because you can work your way top down, but the strongest way in my opinion is to drop on the east side, try to scout out a good floor spawn. If someone else lands with you, grab the first gun you can, and now you have 2 chests very close together. You have one directly above the old vault and you have one inside the vault. I usually try to aim to get those because they're a spot that no one pushes to, so even if you don't get good guns, you then can decide which way you want to go. If I get decent guns and I know someone's down there, I will then push left underneath and go down into the basement area because there's 3 chest spawns here and about 5 floor spawns and a lot of loot. If someone's there, I can usually take them out because I've already gotten a gun and 2 chests. If someone's in there and I don't have good guns, this is where I'll then make my way right up the stairs, and there is actually 3 chest spawns here right next to each other. One on the staircase, one in the little room which has all the boxes with tarps on it, and then one directly above that. So again, this drop is phenomenal because you have these 2 different routes to go after you go your initial route, and if you do all of them, you're getting like 10 chests in about 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. Not only that, Authority now has so many pallets lying around to get free material for your early fights, and if you secure that basement area, you now have an upgrade bench. Not a lot of people are understanding how insanely strong upgrade benches are in your loot route because of shotgun changes. Now that you have charges and pumps and you can side grade charges into pumps, if you drop on an upgrade station, you are so much better off. If you find a gray charge, side grade it into a pump. If you find a blue charge, side grade it into a pump. You get to just change and you get to walk away in the first minute with whatever the best shotgun you can possibly have is. You can upgrade, side grade, do everything. It's so insanely strong. And then after that, usually only 3 or 4 people drop here right now. Most of them are fighting over the loot at the top and on the west side. And then you just come through and clean out. You're now center map. You have an upgraded shotgun. You have max of every material. It's just honestly such a ridiculous drop. And if you learn how to be able to control it, especially focusing on this east side, it reduces the luck so much more. And because a lot of it's underground, if you get bad loot, you have time to kind of make your way around and find your way out of there without having to run into a fight. Where if you drop somewhere, let's say like Sweaty Sands, and you don't get good loot, you have to run into the open where someone can then chase you down. Definitely a phenomenal drop spot. Second on my list, and a bit of a safer drop than what Authority is, so this is going to be for those players who aren't as comfortable taking spawn fights, it's going to be the islands to the west of Coral Castle. Now, the reason why I love this island is the best way to reduce the RNG of dropping on a chest and not being there right now is either to find an area that has a lot of floor spawns near a lot of chests, and that's exactly what the island has. You can drop on a triple floor spawn right here in the middle and 2 chest spawns next to it, and you then have 5 huts to farm for instant wood. It's insanely good, but the second reason why I love it is because you have really clear sight lines around you. So you know if you're getting contested on the island because you'll see them coming in from ages, and you can also take a look down at Coral Castle. I find that the 2 chest spawns that are to the the south of where you drop here aren't really worth going for. Normally I'll drop on these double chests and then I'll make my way through the islands and I would look to see if someone was in Coral Castle. Quite often, no one is, and I get the entirety of Coral Castle as well. It is such a ridiculous loot path, and if you're a safer player who doesn't like getting contested on spawn, you will almost never be contested here, and now you can rotate on a boat for free to wherever you want as well. So if you're a smarter player who's good with their rotates but doesn't want early fights, this is 100% going to be the drop for you. Also, just wanted to add in there as well, I've talked about it in 2 of my previous tips and tricks videos, but one of the most broken things right now is the fact that you can use boats to blow up fishing holes like you always could, but where they used to give you small fries, now they can give you triple slurp fish. It gives you 3 items guaranteed every time from fishing holes. So if I walk away with nothing, even if I have to leave this drop early because maybe I get contested, I just blow up 5 fishing holes and I'm completely stacked. It's insane. Third on my list is actually Craggy Cliffs. Now again, when I'm talking about these chest spawns, one of the hardest things is to find shield. So I find Slurpee and Craggy are both really good drops now, but Slurpee's getting hard contested, where Craggy dropping on the main house with the shield barrels is actually a really, really good way to guarantee full shield, so you don't need as much loot. And then if you don't get the house or you have a bit of an issue, you've also got the fishing holes to the north. So you have so many backup options and it's so consistent. So I would say normally if you're a consistent, confident fighter, drop on the main house so you secure the shield barrels. You might have to eliminate another person here, but honestly, it's not that hard. I find the players that drop here are really weak for some reason. And then again, once you've looted this house, if you have other people in Coral Castle, you've got a shield advantage. You should have a loot advantage. Go fight them. Or if you want to play more safe, rotate north, grab all the fishing holes, and then just boat down the river. Make sure you're getting your max material here because there is max metal, brick, and wood, so you can upgrade your shotguns as well. At the same time though, make sure you're getting all of your brick under the main house because it's 500 brick and it's the safest way to get it. With shotguns right now, being able to upgrade a blue shotgun to purple for only 150, you should never walk away from Craggy without a purple pump unless you get a really far zone. But again, prioritize those shield barrels. They are massive, so that whatever shield you find after that, you get to take with you. The fourth strategy I've had a lot of success with is dropping on a henchman chest because they are 100% spawn rate. So if you drop on a henchman chest, my favorite one being in the house outside Lazy Lake, you're guaranteed loot. So you have 2 chest spawns in this house, but you have the guaranteed henchman house. From here, the other reason why I love this drop is because it's got a Quinjet spawn right to the north of it that is quite often there. So if you don't get the best loot, you can push over and take out the Quinjet bots, or if someone's there, you can usually third party them because, I mean, those Stark bots do a lot of damage if you drop straight on it. So you can come across with your few chests and normally clean out whoever was there, or if no one dropped there, you get an extra beefy little bit of loot. However, if there is no Quinjet there because it's not there every single game, you can make a really good loot path to your north, and there's about 6 different chests here on the way to the lake house, and then you can usually take out whoever's there, or again, quite often there is absolutely no one there. So trying to find a good henchman drop, henchman chest drop is huge, and this house is my favorite because next to no one drops there, and if you get all the chest spawns and the henchman chest, quite often you walk away with full shield. It's a ridiculous drop, it's close to center, and you've got really, really good rotate options. The fifth strategy to overcome the new chest chains that I love so much is the fact that nom spawns, so the little boxes of food, are still 100%. So my fifth drop is actually Catty corners, and now there's no mythic and there's no marauders. This drop spot is insanely strong because you have the little house that has the massive amount of nom spawns, and you also have the little shipping container that has a ridiculous amount of well. So the way I play this is usually you might get contested by one person, but most times I'm uncontested. If you're contested, doesn't matter which side you go north or south, just don't go the one that they've gone. Get your loot, go grab those noms. Now, if I find minis here, I'll usually use 1 or 2 minis, but I will never use the extra shield I find because I guarantee you will get full shield from these nom spawns from all the mushrooms and coconuts you'll find. And that's why this drop is insane. In this season, being able to walk away with lots of shield is such an important boost, and you're also going to be guaranteed peppers as well. So I usually walk away from here with maximum shield in my inventory and 6 peppers plus. It's insane, and honestly, now without the marauders around, it is such a stable, good drop spot because it has max material, and like I said with authority, it has a really good upgrade bench for your max material. You'll notice that almost all my drop spots today have the upgrade bench and a lot of extra material, because right now you need to be upgrading your shotguns. It's so strong. You have so much brick here, you have so much wood with the pallets, and you have a whole bunch of metal. Just know as well, on the roof of the gas station, which is on the south side of Catty, that whole ring around that roof is a lot of metal as well, in case you haven't found enough. But you should almost always be walking out of here with max peppers, max shield, and a purple shotgun. You can't ask for more than that. And usually, because now it has no mythic, you have maybe 1 or 2 people dropping on you. It is ridiculous. Definitely give it a go. All right, guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's another drop spot one. I love making these, and this change to chest spawns really had me down at the start of season. I was getting very annoyed like everyone else was, until I thought, no, I can overcome this. Everyone's dealing with it. If you're smart and you implement one of these 5 strategies, I guarantee you'll do so much better. And because everyone else has so much less loot, if you're being smart and walking away stacked, you're only going to be more dangerous in your fights and just keep rolling through people because you have extra shield to keep going. So I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's any awesome drop spots that I missed out on. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.